Come on in and welcome to my neighborhood. Alright, so let's talk about being a neighbor. We've already talked about the first important rule, or what I think the important rule is to know the rules of your neighborhood. You know, the actual written down rules. This time around, we need to talk about how you should go about becoming part of the neighborhood. And that's easy. Meet people. Yeah, go out there and actually meet people. Now, I am not one of those people who suggest you go from door to door and introduce yourself. No, not really. Not really my style. But what I do suggest is that you at least stop and say hi as you're sitting out on the porch. You know, be outside, be active. Get involved in things in your neighborhood or in your community or in your whatever. In your apartment building, maybe you don't have anything which is something that you could get involved in. Well, why not start it? Now, I know a lot of you are saying, whoa, wait a minute there. I do not want to get involved in a whole lot of different things, and going out and meeting people, that can be sort of scary. Alright, there is an alternative to getting involved with your community. One of those is to set up some sort of website, maybe a Facebook group, which is for your community. That way you can keep track and, talk to each other, share as much as you feel comfortable with sharing without actually going out there and meeting people. Even though I truly do think meeting people is one of the best things that you could possibly do. You want to get involved with your community. That's so important. Even if it's just taking a walk up and down the street every once in a while, so that way you can say hi to the neighbors as you see them. It is that easy. 100%. The only way that you're going to get to be part of the neighborhood is to actually meet part of the neighbors, and you're going to have them introduce you to other people as you start being out there and being seen. There's nothing all that frightening or all that horrible with it. Now, if you stick with a group thing, some sort of web-based thing, chat, whatever, that way you can meet them in the comfortability of your own home, and you don't have to have that scary face-to-face interaction. You can have the slightly anonymous interaction, and that's not all that great. But it does do some really cool things. If you have sort of like a Facebook group for your community, that way you can also post things like, hey, I'm going to be having a party, or hey, this thing is going on, or there's going to be bugs that are going to be sprayed, the exterminator is going to be coming in. You can get that information out to a lot of people. Now, a lot of people are not on Facebook or not on the internet, and you're going to have to figure out a different way to get involved, to get the news out to them. Maybe it's a newsletter. A community newsletter is another way to let everybody know who's out there. One thing to remember as you're meeting new people, don't force the situation. If you have new people, and let's say you have a Facebook group, don't give out information unless you ask the person for the information and they volunteer the information to you. If you just force somebody into giving information out, that's going to give some hard feelings. This way, especially with like a Facebook group, you can get lots of people involved in it, you can get communication happening amongst everybody, and it sort of starts a real, neighborhood kind of thing without actually having to meet those people face to face for the first time. It's nice to sort of be anonymous, and then you can meet people later on. I will be talking about things that you can do to get your community actually together, but this time, let's introduce ourselves. So let's introduce ourselves down into the comments. Let me know who you are and a little bit about yourself. And I hope I get to see you again next time.